selfish heart. I really don't know what to do about it. I've told myself I've got to do without him. There he goes as usual, my man, tearing my heart apart. He's made my life a mess. I've got to do this, I guess. Goodbye, Joe. From here, I kiss you. Goodbye, Joe. I hope I don't miss you. Goodbye, Joe. If you had been on the square and had treated me fair and we'd not had a tiff, if you had not said I should go and jump right off the nearest cliff, if you had stayed off the make and you never had taken the coming home step, if I not had smelled fruit on what rock familiar with, I'm gonna miss you, baby. You were too darn prolific. Now what's the diff? If you had not had the cheek to stay out for a week saying back in a jiff, if you were not such a two-timing guy, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, but you were and you haven't, you went and you did, and so goodbye. If I had not seen you take Geraldine on the lake with your flat-bottom skiff, if you were not Simon Sue with your arm around her bare midriff, if I had not seen you pen sexy letters to Gwen in your own hieroglyph, if you had not left me home when you had 2 ticks to South Pacific, I'm gonna miss you, baby. You were too darn prolific. Oh, what's the diff? If you were not such a hound who when game was around always picked up the sniff, if you were not such a two-timing guy, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, but you were and you haven't, you went and you did, and so goodbye. If when I'd asked where you'd been, you'd not hit my chin with a beautiful biff, if I had not always found purple lipstick on your handkerchief, if you had not told me lies and then looked in my eyes saying, tell me a tip, if when I caught you and Kate, you had not said, it's of no signif, I'm gonna miss you, baby, and I could get a sip. Oh, what's the diff? If the best years of my life weren't spent as your wife with no marriage certificate, if you were not such a two-timing guy, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, if you weren't, if you hadn't, if you didn't, but you were and you had and you went and you did, and so goodbye. Goodbye, Joe.
I can't think of a better Valentine's Day song.